submit. You gotta submit. You gotta submit.
Welcome to the Nathaniel Noble Jr. podcast, where we talk about life because it happens to everyone, along with some great indie musicians Q&A sessions. So come aboard, kick back, and let's vibe.
Nathaniel Noble Jr. podcast.
You gotta submit. You gotta submit.
Welcome to this week's show on the Nathaniel Noble Jr. podcast. A friend of mine I met, I guess, acting through Adele Wallace Enterprises and all his events and stuff. So,
back.
Yeah, welcome Miss Krista Nicole. She's an author, actress, motivational speaker, and a whole bunch of other stuff that she's going to tell us about because she wears many hats and she's good at all of them.
Aw, thank you, Nate. Appreciate that.
So how you doing, Krista? It's been a while. I know you've been working on some stuff, and we say, hey, when you get it together, let's do a podcast.
Right. Yeah, that's funny because, you know, the whole process of writing this book, I always thought I was done before I was done. So I'm hitting you up like, all right, Nate, I'm gonna submit a date. I'm gonna, you know, and it never happened because it wasn't the timing. So I was like, okay. Because honestly, this is the interesting part about this whole process is I was truly not in control of the timing. I really wasn't. If it was up to me, this would have been out in 2018. I thought I was done. Yeah.
That's when you started?
That's what, yeah.
2018?
Well, I started 2017 and thought I was done by 2018. So that's the funny part about the story. Every time I would hit you up, I'm like, okay, I'm ready, Nate, but it wasn't done.
And what's this, 2024?
That part. 7 years later.
Hey, never too late, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was always the timing of God, and it was symbolic that it happened to fall on 7 years later, literally. And I had no clue when I started. I had no idea I was on a 7-year journey. It was just go, 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 go. Okay, I think I'm done. Yay. And then it was another process. And the whole time God kept pouring more and more and more wisdom into the book. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'll tell you about that.
Yeah. So let me see your list of credentials.
Oh, thanks.
First of all, you were born one day. And then what happened?
Right. Oh my gosh, where do I start?
Yeah, who are you? Where you come from, and where you going?
Yeah, so a native of Los Angeles, born and raised from West LA to South Central. All the cultures of Los Angeles is in me. And, you know, raised by a single mom, she's a hard worker. She really taught us how to use our brains and think and instill morals in us, even though we didn't grow up in church. She still had morals and, you know, she had a different path as far as, you know, she was a Jehovah's Witness, but she didn't raise us in it. So she still had a set of morals that she passed on to us and just kind of passed on all of her attributes and benefits. Like, you know, she was really heavy into education. So I ended up, you know, going off to college. It was kind of installed in us. I went to CSUN. That's California State University, Northridge, graduated political science major. While I was in college, I got married. But to backtrack how I feel like is really a pivotal moment in my journey was when I had my daughter. I got pregnant at 17 and I had her at 18. So I'm a young mom. Yeah. And so once I had her, that's when I had an encounter with God where he became real to me. When I had to decide if I was going to keep her or not, that's a whole nother story. Mm-hmm. But when I had that encounter, that was the first time I felt God was in my life leading me, and that led me to him, and I haven't looked back since. I was 18 years old. But that was a very pivotal moment. And then, of course, I got married in college. Didn't have a lot of wisdom about marriage because I didn't grow up around married people. So by the time I got around married people, it was my pastors and that was only a small bit of observation, not even, as close up as you could make it, but it was a small observation of what a godly marriage would look like. I went to Living Praise Christian Center, and I was under Pastor Dr. Fred and Linda Hodge. And that's kind of where I grew up. I grew up in that ministry 20 plus years. So, yeah, that's a short version. But I was married for 13 years. And rewinding, I didn't have all of the knowledge that I needed to
and that young,
make.
who does?
Yeah,
Even if you've
exactly.
seen it, you still don't have it.
Right. Exactly. Yep. So that's a little snippet of the journey. I did get divorced in 2017. Yeah, it was 2017, and I've been on this journey and this path ever since, and it was interesting because it was parallel to me writing this book, God's Divine Plans for Marriage. It's almost like an epistle, a letter, as God was taking me through the journey and this process of knowing what His plan for marriage looked like and what the will of God looks like when it comes to marriage. He was also pouring into this book while transforming me at the same time. So it's been there's no words to describe this experience. It's been like amazing. It's crazy. Yeah.
It's kind of, so you're not married now. And then you wrote a book on marriage. It's like, well, how could she talk about it? Oh yeah, she had 13 years. She can't talk about marriage.
Yeah.
It ain't like she a single lady. I'm gonna tell people how to do marriage. No, I got 13 years in the bag.
Right.
Come again.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Right. The infamous question. And I just thought, definitely the experience from being married has a lot to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also because I know God put me on this assignment. He wanted to. I believe he wanted to write through someone going through the process. It's very, because I have to experience the wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm married, I'm not experiencing it as a single. So I feel like it was all his divine plan to have me experience this during my single journey, post divorce, so that I've lived it as a single person. And I, that's really what I believe happened and why it is the way it is. So, yeah.
And what's the name of it again? The book?
It's God's Divine Plans for Marriage, a guide to understanding people as wants, needs, and desires.
Ooh, that sounds deep.
I know, right?
And it took you, what'd you say, how many years is that?
Seven years. Yeah. It's been fascinating.
Is this your first book?
Yep, my first book. But while I was writing this one, I wrote about maybe 4 or 5 more.
Wow.
Simultaneously.
Are they ready,
Yeah.
or are they just still in?
Some of them are.
Yeah.
I have 2 that are ready. Yeah, and it's because I went through this process, those will be a lot faster and easier. Definitely. But yeah, and I also have a workbook, and the workbook is, oh my God, it's so crazy. It's so powerful because this book is tailored to help you know who's who and what's what, and who is actually in the plan of God for your life, and what's based on versus your plan for your life, and knowing the difference, and knowing, how God is leading you versus how you used to lead yourself. The workbook is so real. It's like talking to me. It's like a conversation with your best friend, and they're asking you the hard questions. And so it leads you question by question, what's really going on underneath the surface. Is this you? Is this real? What are your real thoughts? Do you really think this person has it? Do you really think this person has godly characteristics? What's really going on? It's gonna lead you to an answer. So it's one of those books that if you don't want to know the answer, just hold off. Just hold off, because it's gonna if you're honest with yourself and you're real with yourself, which is the purpose of the workbook that goes along with this, you're gonna know the answer for sure.
So when is that one going to be ready?
That I can't honestly say. The goal is, within, by I'm gonna say September because I'm thinking about Christmas, but I honestly don't know. But I'm gonna say around, I've learned from
Yeah,
experience,
we
but probably fall,
yeah, when it's
quote
out. Yeah, when it's
quote
out,
air
then we'll
quotes.
talk about it because it
Yeah,
took you 7 years
yeah,
to get this one. So,
this part, right?
and you were
Yeah,
wrong back in 2017. So,
yeah, pretty much.
yeah, when it
It's
comes
not
out.
my right. It was not up to me. Honestly, it was really it was on a I feel like it was on a time release that had nothing to do with me, to be
Right,
honest.
but then again, when you're dealing with God's timing, it's not like our
Yeah.
timing. So,
No, no.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah, we're not in
It
control.
could have been 1 second in God's timing for 7 years in yours. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he could write a book. Honestly, if it's God, he
it's
has the
already done.
ability. Right. That's
Just give
true.
it to you in little bits and pieces because you still had to
Yeah.
live life. So here, put that in
Yeah.
there.
That part. That's exactly what it
Take care of your
was.
family, pay your bills. Yeah, now put that in there.
Right. Drop a nugget.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and then you had to I
Exactly.
guess you had to experience some more life, and then the wisdom
Yep.
pour in. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
The process. It's
Yep.
the process.
Yeah. 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 It was a
So,
process.
since you know the whole book now, do you think it's going to be a good impact on people?
I know it will. I
Yeah.
know it will. It's like I knew what makes me so sure and so passionate about this is it ministered to me.
Hmm.
And, I think that has a lot to do with why God used me in the season that I'm single is because it ministered to me. So I'm like, there's versions of books. So you're going through it, you're editing, you're reviewing, and as you're reading, I'm like, oh my God, I'm starting to highlight this part, like, oh, that spoke to me. Oh, that's so true. So I'm experiencing it, as a reader. And then like more recently, I had a coworker read it, and and I honestly, I didn't know what to expect. I really didn't know what to expect. The content is so unique and it's so out the box, and I'll talk to you about that. I didn't know how people would perceive it. This book has been in my possession, my hands, outside of the editors, for the whole time. No one had really read it as a beta reader or as a reader. So I gave her the book. I'm like, okay, let's see what happens. She came back with so much, like like she got it. Like she came back with so much feedback, and I saw even in our quick conversations at work. Oh, I learned this. I learned that. Oh, I see how you did this. And so I would ask questions like, is it clear? Is when I talk about the needs and I talk about wants and desires, is that clear? She's like, oh yeah. Oh, it's really clear. And she started just pouring out all this wisdom and information that she digested from the book. And I didn't realize how clear it was until I heard it from somebody else. So I was like, oh my God. And then and back in 2017, I had got a prophecy about how this book would impact a lot of people. But, that's in the back of your mind. You're just going through the motions. You're just going through the process. But when I heard her feedback, I was like, oh my God, this is really it. This is really happening. Because the one thing that people need, I believe, at the top of the list is a newfound perspective based on godly wisdom, how to view options. If you know how to view the people that are before you, the potential mates, based on the word of God, you're you see things so differently. Like if you see, okay, this person, okay, so let me break it down. So the needs are those with godly characteristics. The wants are those with worldly characteristics, or, what we would consider more common sets of behaviors, typical behaviors. One is not better than the other. And then the needed want slash desire is the one that God gives you a desire for your heart for. So it's all based on Psalms 37:4. He will delight in the Lord and he'll give you the desires of your heart. So the desire is the one that God gave you a desire for, and vice versa. So she was able to understand all of that, and and it was crystal clear. She was able to grasp the concepts, and I was blown away. I personally was blown away by that.
Is this
Yeah.
person married too?
No,
Oh,
no.
she ever been married?
Yeah.
Have she ever been married?
She's younger to me, and
Yeah.
she's never been married, and I just saw how it can transform how you view your process as a single.
So
Because if you, yeah,
it'll help her make a better decision, I guess, when she do get
1000%,
in the market of trying to find
100%.
a mate or waiting for a
Yeah,
mate.
yeah. Because to be honest, she's there now. She's there now, and I feel like the blessing is to be able to give her this wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
To give her the wisdom where she can really make a godly decision that doesn't end up in divorce. Like if you don't know certain things on how to choose a mate,
Mm-hmm.
you end up there is a strong possibility.
Yeah, and then that mate got to be connected to God too.
100%.
Trying to be on
100%.
equally yoked.
Yeah, yeah, and
yeah. Hopefully,
yeah.
I don't know. I've been out the game so long. I'm just glad I don't have to
Right.
go through that process.
Right.
I do
get
not
it.
like it.
Right.
It's like a
whole different
crapshoot.
world.
You gambling like,
Oh,
is this the one?
yeah. Yeah.
Is everything lining up,
That's
and then you get in there and like,
exactly
oh man,
right.
what I
That
got
part.
myself into.
Exactly. And what I learned about the process of writing this book is it doesn't have to be that way.
It don't.
It really does. It doesn't have to. It's like that for the majority of us because we don't have the godly wisdom. We don't see the Bible. A lot of people don't see the Bible as instructions, but you can extract the instructions on how that pertain to marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Scriptures you wouldn't even think you can extract wisdom about marriage is in the Bible. So it's like you can extract that information, which I made it clear in this book. I
Mm-hmm.
reference the scriptures as they pertain to the content. You can see how God is instructing you. And if you know that, let me tell you, you will avoid counterfeits. And I know people talk about counterfeits, but I break down the different types. That's the difference. I break down, anything and who they're attracted to. So there's a list of different types of counterfeits, from business opportunist counterfeit, religious counterfeit,
Wow.
the narcissistic counterfeit. There's a bunch of counterfeits. The pedophile counterfeit, yes. Yes, I'm helping out the single moms and the single dads out
Oh
there.
man, you going
There's
deep.
all type. I went deep. So it's like the book makes it so crystal clear to be able to identify pretty fast what what type of person you're dealing with.
Wow.
And I even have a section in chapter 2 where I break down the characteristics of needs and the characteristics of wants. So it's crystal clear. I remember showing this young lady who was in college at the time, and this is all way back in 2018, and I let her see the list, and she was blown away. She was blown away. She's like, "Oh my God, this is so good. This is so good," because it gives you a clear description, examples of what they look like. Is it all inclusive? No. God can show you more things, but this gives you enough to say, okay,
Basic outline. Huh?
the basics.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So is this book written like it's coming from a woman's perspective? Is it just for women, or men can take something from it too?
It's for men and women. That's why I loved it.
Okay.
It's for men and women. Like, you know, I, my passion again is to see people experience the will of God for marriage. So I care just as much about men making the right decision as
Mhm.
women. And to be honest, I didn't have any control over that. That's just the concepts they just apply to all people who desire marriage.
Okay.
Are there sections where I'm talking specifically to guys? Yes.
Mhm.
And are there references where I'm talking specifically to women? Yes. But what's cool about it is both genders know what the other gender knows.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So
It's a powerful.
I mean, from what you're saying, I would say for anybody that's engaged or thinking about getting married, should have this book first. Unless
100%.
unless you're all into it, and then you
It's
realize
true.
you read the book and like, oh
Yeah.
my God, you're not the right person.
Right.
gotta break this.
Right.
Both of them look at each other
Right.
like, we're not ready for each other. We got to get out
Right.
of this now.
Exactly. exactly.
Oh,
Exactly. And from experience, it's better in the beginning to know.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Save a lot of
that's just
time and
what it
headache and
is.
money and
Right, right,
frustration. And don't bring no kids involved. And then you're like, oh no,
right,
the cycle continues.
right, right,
Dysfunctionality.
right.
Yeah, because it's a lot
Exactly.
of broken people out there getting together,
Getting together. Yeah.
unfixed, unhealed,
Yep.
and that's a lot of stuff go haywire once they get in there. So, and
Yeah.
I, I,
That's
I
when everything.
I can see that from my parents. There was two broken people that
Yeah.
never got healed and try to put a marriage together with kids, and it didn't work out.
Oof. Right. Right. It's
And I was
rough.
trying my best to break that cycle of insanity and
Right.
stuff, and you know,
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I think I found it on my second round.
Right. Oh, you absolutely obvious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You hit that on the bullseye.
yeah. I was always trying to
Yeah.
be better than what I came from.
Yeah, I get it.
It's
I
work,
get it.
it's work.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to bring my parents' sins into my life. I got my own,
Hear
I don't need
you.
no help.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
struggle with my
Right.
own. I don't need his, hers, and mine.
Right. Right. Layers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's
Exactly.
see. So the book it's still it's done, but when is it going to be ready for people to purchase and check it out?
Yeah, depending on when you hear this, right now it is it's available for pre-order and that's for 30 days. I went through Kick even though the book is completely finished production-wise, I went through Kickstarter to build a community of people who relate and identify with this particular brand because I have 3 more books in the series coming out. This is the marriage edition.
Oh,
So I have 3 more in the series, so I really want to build that core community and fan base so that, we can stay in touch.
mhm.
And then also I think it's beautiful to be able to talk to those people who initially benefit from this and catch on to what God is doing so that I can talk to them personally.
Right.
It's like a clear line of communication so I can send them personal videos on Kickstarter. I can show them what's going on. I just love the fact that I get to keep in touch with people
Yeah.
by
It,
pre-launching this way.
it'd be nice to get
Yeah.
their testimonies too, or how it affected, or what they learned from it.
Yeah.
Just
Yes,
seeing like
that's
little
going to
video
be
clips and tie them together. Like,
yeah. Yeah,
so
yeah,
what did this
that's
book do for you? Oh my God, let me tell you.
right.
Yeah.
Right, right. That's where the joy comes in. That's the part that is where the joy comes from,
Right.
is seeing that type of
The impact.
impact.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's actually,
yeah. So I'm
helping people
excited about
open their eyes to,
yeah.
some stuff they
Mhm.
probably never would have known
Yes,
until like
yes.
years later when they look back and like, what the hell I did in my life?
Right,
I wish I had this book. Would have saved me a lot of time, heartbreaking headaches, money.
right, right.
Yeah.
Exactly,
So we highly
exactly.
recommend this book to anybody that's
Yeah,
thinking about getting married and looking for a mate,
yes.
to get
Thank
your
you.
ammunition loaded for
Yes,
combat
yes.
of craziness and how to avoid
Right.
it.
Right, right. Or I would say get the ammunition to avoid getting married to that person.
Yes.
Just avoid it altogether. And the cool part about this book is it not only just kind of gives you a description and idea of who you're dealing with, but it helps you to see you because you might be the crazy one or you might be the counterfeit. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get internally helped by this book to see like, okay, I might be the toxic one here,
Yeah. Why
or
would
I might
somebody
be the
want me
problem.
with all these
Right.
issues?
Let me right, right. Let me,
Let me clean up my house first.
yeah.
Be a better
And
prospect
right, right.
because I'm trash right
Exactly.
now.
Right, right. Let me fix this. Yeah, it's on it. It's a book that it's an honest book. Like it's honest. If you take it in,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna see yourself and be able to make those decisions. Like I have a chapter preparation and pursuit. And I break it down by gender to some degree of the different phases of the preparation. The reformed Eve is, that's your season of that's your get it together season where you're like, your God is working on you. And men go through the same thing. I call it the sleeping Adam phase, but men go through the same thing. You want them to go through that. You want them to go through that. I just want to kind of uh, digress for a half a second. Like when guys don't have these, and I'm not saying in all cases, there's
Hmm.
always exceptions, but when
Right.
guys don't have that experience of practicing the self-control out of just pure fear of God and obedience to God and based on his word, just giving a little snippet example of, what that preparation looks like when God is, transforming you by his word and you're becoming more like his character to be that head of the household or to be that husband or to be that wife. He's going to clean you up for that, so that when you go in you're solid. When you go in, you are females are a true helpmeet. When guys go in, they're a true head that can be trusted, with a family and supported and have their own relationship with God. It's not based on you. you know, we can only do so much, as we can only know so much about a person, but God knows everything. So you can hide this, you can hide a whole freaking family. You
Ah,
could
that's been
make up
done.
a whole past. That part. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But if
My
you
grandpa did
are,
that.
this is who you
My
really,
oh,
yeah,
oh
that
my
was
God,
that
right
was
down the
big in the
street.
back in the day. That was right, right.
Got a whole new set of cousins and
It
aunties
was
and
a
uncles
lot of that.
right down the street from my grandmother. May God rest his soul.
That was so common, right? Right.
So,
Wow.
do you have
And
a
the funny
section?
part is back then they didn't have right,
Do you have a section in your book like, hey,
right, right.
to make sure that ain't your cousin from your grandfather?
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking.
Yeah. Well, I would say I'm gonna say yeah.
Do a DNA
Because if
test.
God is just crazy. Yeah. 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 That's why, and now right, that reiterates the need for the book, because if God is not leading you towards them, then they ain't your cousin.
Okay.
Or they might be
Okay.
your cousin. They might be. I'm just kidding. They might be. If you're not, yeah, but you never know.
Yeah,
It's great. Yeah.
check your family tree,
Yeah.
folks.
Right, right. Do your ancestry.com.
Especially in Louisiana. My grandpa was all over the place.
Right, right.
Oh my
Oh,
God. I ain't mean to go that way, but I just had to recognize grandpa.
right, right,
When they wrote the song
right,
Papa Was a Rolling Stone, I think they was talking about him.
right, right, right. That's funny. Right, they must have been friends. But yeah. It's the truth.
Okay, where were we?
Right. Yeah.
I didn't want that legacy.
Okay. Yeah. Because they didn't have anything to get caught as much. They didn't have like social media
I don't
and
think my
cameras everywhere. And
I don't think my grandpa would have cared anyway. He would have said, "And
right, 3 profiles.
is the rent paid over there? Your kids eating? Okay,
Right.
don't worry about the other lady."
That part. Right. Exactly.
Oh man,
Oh, that's funny.
I had to talk about your grandpa.
Right. Oh, that's funny.
Oh man,
That's funny.
got me crying
Yeah.
over here, Krista.
Yeah. Yeah. It was real back then and still is.
Yeah. So the book,
Right.
leave
Right.
Papa alone. Let him rest in
Right.
peace.
Remember, right.
Okay,
Right.
I'm sorry.
We learned from you. We learned from you.
Yeah, what
Papa.
not to do.
Right.
Mm, okay,
Yeah.
where were we?
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, yeah. It's
So
a
so
yeah.
that's about the book. And where can they find the Kickstart?
Okay, so Kickstarter, you can go to godsdivineplansformarriage.com. That's pretty much the fastest way to get to it. I have links that'll take you directly to the site
Okay.
with the rewards and pledges, and you can get any, there's a variety of different options for pledges. You can just donate any amount, or you can order the book. I believe the paperback is 40. The hardback, I want to say, is 60. Uh, it's a little marked up for this particular project because they do take a percentage.
Mhm.
So the ebook is only $10. And because the book is already, and then you can also, get a package for an invite to the launch in person, as well as a signed book. All of the books are signed. All of the books are, did I show you the books, Nate?
No.
All of the books are the ones you get from there. It's silk laminated. It has the embossed title in the front.
Yeah, it's
That
nice.
was very important for me.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is the paperback. My company is a Nate Dreams Publishing. You can go through NateDreamsPublishing.com, but God's Divine Plans for Marriage is the easiest. This is the hardback, and I went through a lot to get to this level,
I
as
can
you can
tell.
see. Yeah,
That's not
yeah,
that's not cheap.
yeah. The part I love is you can gift it. It's a to and from page, and I love the way. I mean, it's just very, you know, it's classy, but
Yeah,
it's still
it's
for
nice.
men and women. Yeah. So this is the book, and it's not thick. It's only like 200 pages.
Hmm.
It's not thick at all. Don't quote me. It might be a different number, but it's around 223 pages, something like that. It's a quick read. I'm planning to do the audio.
That's what I was
So,
gonna
and I
ask you.
love the audio.
Yeah, I like audio.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
you gonna read the audio, or you gonna have
yeah.
somebody else read it?
I'm gonna read it.
Okay. Yeah, for truck drivers like me, we like
Definitely.
audio
Yeah.
stuff. I'm an audio
Yeah.
visual type of
Yeah.
learner.
Yeah.
Reading puts me to
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah. And it's Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's funny. Yeah. There's such an audience for both. So I'm
Yeah,
like, there's people that they love
readers. Yeah,
to just get into it. Yeah. And then there's people that, I'm an audio person too,
yeah. I listen
believe it or
all day
not.
long
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I just push
Yeah.
play and just have my headphones on and listen and
Yeah.
learn.
On the go. Yeah, so those are the two books you can get on Kickstarter. You can get the bundle package, all three, the ebook, paperback, and hardcover, but
Hmm.
all three, signed. And then or you can do a one-on-one session with me. You can go to a virtual Q&A with your paperback book as well. So there's all different packages depending on, what you desire to do or, but it ranges, you can from $10 to the one-on-one session with the book is like an hour-long session, but you get to talk to me about your personal, any personal questions you have, anything that you want to discuss that really stood out to you. You can also do that too. So, but there's
Okay,
all
yeah.
kinds of
So it's
rewards.
affordable. From 10 to what 60.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
no excuse for not to get in the book. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, exactly. And so the campaign ends on May 24th,
Okay.
12 a.m. So after that, it will be available through my website until I go through worldwide distribution like Amazon, Barnes and Noble. So yeah,
And then
that'll be available soon.
so you're gonna have the one main website where they can just find out all that information. What's
Yes,
that one?
it's God's Divine Plans for Marriage.com.
Okay.
And divine is Divine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they can find everything they need to know at that website.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got anything on
Yeah.
IG or whatever? You want to talk about your acting or anything else you do?
Yeah. So yes, my social media is I have a few of them, but my main social media on IG is I am Krista Nicole Uniquely. Krista is spelled with a K. And then I have other ones that I'm developing on TikTok. You can find it on God's Divine Plans for Marriage. My YouTube is Bold Krista Nicole. You can hear it's funny, Nate. You see me talk about this book throughout all those videos. I'm like, and this is in the book, and da 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 da, and this is coming soon. And so it's so fun to watch that now that I'm here at this point where the book is ready. But I was referencing it, just in excitement knowing what I know about the book in those videos. So it's been brewing and out there. Like there's a track record of me talking about this book. So you can go to YouTube. I have some really cool videos about being single, the 8 benefits to being single. How do you know if you're a placeholder? There's a video I have on there for people who are experiencing divorce. I break down all kinds, or not divorce, abuse, so I have a variety for now. It's just getting started, but there's enough to kind of get some meat out of that channel. So yeah,
Some meat and potatoes.
meat and potatoes,
Yeah, it's not an appetizer. This is the meal.
that part. Right, right,
So go there
tired of
hungry,
the
people.
milk.
Go there hungry.
Right, right.
She gonna serve
And
y'all up.
right, right, right. And I make it fun.
Yeah, yeah.
It's cute and fun on the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I keep it. But yeah, so those are my social medias. And let's see, what else do I have? So that's pretty much it.
Have you
Yeah.
been acting lately? Or you just
This process is kind of taking me a little bit out of the audition scene, just a
Mhm.
little bit,
Mhm.
because honestly, I know if I start submitting, they're gonna come in back to back.
right?
So I knew in order to get the majority of this done, I had to kind of,
Step back.
take a small break. Yeah, but I still get parts.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's a
it's
very good
trippy.
actress.
Thank you.
Oh, they still. Oh yeah,
Thank
they
you.
still use an actress.
Yeah, yes, it's different now.
Well, I thought it was
It's
like they had this whole political correctness stuff. Like, oh, we actors, men and women. Okay,
Oh, right, right, right,
who
right,
cares? Just do the
right,
part.
right,
Just do the part. Stop all this old
right,
micromanaging of words. Oh my
you're
God, that's a
right,
whole different podcast. I'm not going to even go there. I'm already banned on everything I do
right,
for just trying to speak the truth to power.
right, right. That's
Meanwhile,
real.
it's a pleasure
What
to be
people really,
banned
right?
because God didn't ban me, and that's all my concern is. Man can go fly a kite somewhere, get struck by
Right,
lightning. I don't care. Anyway,
right,
that's another show. I just had to rant a little bit. Pent up frustration.
right, right, right. We have to get that out.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Krista was talking about she still get gigs, but she had to take a break
Yeah, a little
because she
bit,
was
little
finishing up her
break.
wonderful book. Y'all need to check out. I highly recommend
Yeah,
it. From what she said, me knowing the time I know Crystal, I know it's gonna be great. She puts everything into what
thanks.
she do,
Yeah, thank you,
and I love how
thank you.
she love her kids and make sure they
Yeah,
taken care of and stuff. And yeah,
yeah,
so I
yeah.
admired that about you from the beginning.
Thank
And
you.
congratulations on all the hard work, because just being a single mom and just doing what you do is just hey, bow down to the queen.
Wow, thank you, thank you.
It's an
Yeah,
honor and pleasure to know
yeah.
you from what I
Aw,
experienced with you. Always been
thank you,
professional
babe.
and just gracious and
Yeah.
just modest. What else?
Oh,
Classy.
thank you.
So yeah, you look like you can be a good role model
Yeah.
to whoever watch you.
Oh, I appreciate it.
My
Thank
perspective.
you.
Hey, I never told her this, y'all. I
Yeah.
never told her this because we was always
Aw.
busy working, so I ain't had time.
Yeah.
But
Right.
looking
Right.
from afar and just observing,
Aw, I appreciate it.
that's my perception.
Yeah.
And like I say, she is a good actress. So maybe she been acting all that time.
Right.
That's how good she
Right.
is. She fooled me, man.
Right. Oh, that's funny. I wondered about that, Nate. I was like, being an actress and an author are they gonna do they think that this is partly acting? Because this, you know what I mean? Like it makes you wonder, like,
Because you
this
are
is not acting
believable.
here. Right.
Who are you, Krista Nicole? Will the real
Right.
Krista Nicole please show up at the Nathaniel Noble Jr. podcast? We don't want no acting. Who are you?
Right. That's real. That's
Yeah.
real. There's a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
A
Cool.
lot of that.
So this is the part of the
But
show, before we wrap it up, this is the part of the show where we
yes.
have our guests leave some positive life nuggets.
Aw.
What you got?
Let's see here. There is a way to be confident, content, at peace, and very assured while you are in your season of being single. There is a way. There is a plan that God has already in place to lead you into his will for marriage. So by getting the wisdom, the godly wisdom that derives from the Bible and God's principles pertaining to marriage will help you to have that experience. It is extremely possible. You don't have to you don't have to go off of what society says, what to look for, how to choose, all of the noise that's out there. You can walk in a place of peace knowing that God is in control and will lead you to the right person. And I know this and I can speak this from the heart because it is from experience. This is my experience. This is my state right now. I have faith. I have no question about knowing that God is orchestrating this thing. So it is very, very possible. Men and ladies.
Seek God first.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Somebody need to hear that.
Aw.
You know who you are out there. You need to hear that. There it is. You was waiting for that. There it is. Take it. So we want to thank you for coming on the Nathaniel Noble Jr. podcast.
Thank you, Nate. This was fun.
You've heard it exclusively on Nathaniel Noble Jr. podcast.
Hi, this is Krista Nicole, and you're listening to Nathaniel Noble Jr. podcast. Be sure to check me out at godsdivineplansformarriage.com.
Gotta submit. You gotta submit. Gotta submit.
Thanks for listening to the Nathaniel Noble Jr. podcast. If you've enjoyed our show, make sure you subscribe and share with your friends. We appreciate every one of you.
Nathaniel Noble Jr. podcast.
You gotta submit. You gotta submit.